شکنجه هنوز زنده ایم سبز از قتل عامتان که به ما جا مانده ایم سبز. ای دشمن هزاره
on their ethnicity and religious sect. In the 1890s, the Hazara population endured a genocidal campaign with 60% slaughtered, survivors dispossessed of their land, displaced, and even sold as slaves. The echoes of this historical injustice continue to reverberate in the systematic exclusion Hazaras faced from governments, economic opportunities, and social dynamics. The horrors of the past
all at today's rally to stop Hazara genocide and no to gender apartheid in Afghanistan. Also, I would like to thank the community and all the members, activists, human rights activists, individuals, and the organizing committee for their dedication, commitment, and hard work in a very short time to make it happen. Thank you so much. In the series of genocidal action against Hazaras in Afghanistan
are among these constraints. Continuing the long history of Hazara genocide, the Taliban has now resorted to arbitrary arrests and widespread abduction of Hazara women and girls, citing arbitrary arrests and clothing as a pretext. Have issued over 50 decrees against women's freedom. Unprecedented restrictions and unprecedented deprivation of fundamental human rights, including education, employment, economic, social, and political activities are among these constraints. Continuing the long history of Hazara genocide, the Taliban has now resorted to arbitrary arrests and widespread abduction of Hazara women and girls, citing arbitrary arrests and clothing as a pretext. Disturbing reports reveal the transfer of Hazara girls to unknown locations by the Taliban, accompanied by inhumane behaviors, mental violence, and medieval torture. All of these, along with the uncertainty surrounding the fate of these girls, their families, and the entire Hazara nation, have caused great concern. For this reason, the Hazara community, in support and defense of their rights, have initiated global protests to condemn and put an end to the heinous and barbaric actions of the Taliban. In recent years, the United Nations Security Council has passed Resolution 2721, highlighting serious challenges faced by women, religious groups, and minorities. We call upon the United Nations and free nations of the world to officially recognize genocide of the Hazaras in Afghanistan. To achieve this, we suggest the formation of investigative teams as soon as possible to hold criminals and murderers accountable by bringing them to the International Criminal Court and ensuring justice. Number two, we call upon the United Nations and especially the UN Human Rights Council to exert pressure on the Taliban to promptly put an end to these disorderly conditions and crimes against humanity. We demand immediate and unconditional release of detained girls. We urge the ICC to demand accountability and trial for those responsible for the genocidal acts against the Hazara community, and especially crimes against humanity, particularly the leaders of the Taliban. Emphasizing the promotion of human rights, including the rights of women and minorities in Afghanistan. It appears that the Taliban is using this issue as a means to pressure the global community towards achieving their illegitimate goals and ambitions. This is evident in the unprecedented suppression of Hazara women and especially girls, suicide bombings, systemic terrorist activities, and organized massacres and targeted killings against these people due to their affiliation with a particular ethnic and religious group. Protesters around the world request following demands as the rightful rights of all the people of Afghanistan, especially the Hazara people. We emphasize and exert pressure for their realization, and we urge the global community to stand with us and take action. Stop Hazara genocide.
Hazara genocide. End gender apartheid. Stop Hazara genocide.
End the pain.
End the pain.
Stop Hazara genocide.
Stop Hazara lives matter. Stop Hazara genocide.
Women lives matter.
Women.
Today's rally to stop Hazara genocide and no to gender apartheid in Afghanistan.